뻗은 슈 앞에 다 똑같은 질투던 넓이 올라와 공기도 달라 so high I don't see you talking this yeah I kill it mean I spit like a villain pra-ta-ta ay
It's getting boring. 너무 매력 어머.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Davies.
Hi, I'm Coach Zuzu.
Welcome to the Radar Technique Online Module 33.
Leg extension.
Now the cast will introduce themselves. First up,
Hi, I'm Liberty Batman.
Hi, I'm Holly Robinson.
Hi, I'm Scarlett Heyman. Hi, I'm Holly Beadle. Hi, I'm Jasmine Davis.
Hi, I'm Baby Lou Brennan.
Hi, I'm Savannah Lalou.
Hi, I'm Ruby Mascot.
Hi, I'm Bella Davey.
Hi, I'm Isla Martin.
Hi, I'm Alyssa Millenholm.
Hi, I'm Lacey Andrew.
hi, I'm Amelia Batista.
Hi, I'm Georgia Rawl.
I'm so excited to get started. Here we go, Leg Extensions Online Module 33. Let's go, guys. Woohoo! Our Leg Extensions module will be a follow-along module. But contrary to popular opinion, this is not about flexibility. This is about strength. You are going to feel your muscles start to work and start to wake up. I'm very excited because Coach Zed is a Pilates instructor and she's an incredible Pilates instructor and she's going to be delivering a whole bunch of different exercises for this module as well. So what we'll do is we'll explain an exercise, get the kids to demonstrate, and we want this to be as authentic and natural as possible. So we're going to be teaching them as we go through the module as well. So if you see some things that you know are mistakes that you could possibly apply to yourself, do so. That's what we love about these modules. So the first exercise is going to be a squat strengthening exercise, and we're going to use our bands for this. If you have normal looped bands, use that. If you have these bands, they're the best for this as well. I'll get laces to demonstrate how we're putting it on here. So I'm going to ask for us to spread apart a little bit. We've got laces right there. Look at that. She's going to get one band here over her knees. Doesn't matter what numbers you have as long as you put it on and go, oh, that's too tight or that's too loose. So she's going to start trying with module. She's going to start trying with number 7 and number 5. That might be too tight, it might be too loose for her. We'll see in a second. She's going to hold the band on either side to hold resistance and bend the elbows and squeeze between the shoulder blades because we're trying to work all of our body and get lots of body tension. And then she's going into a squat, pushing the knees to the side and making sure that she's coming down into those glutes. Good, stand back up for me one more time, turn side on. So as she's doing it, we don't want to just drop into a squat, we want to squeeze into a squat. So it's almost like someone's pushing her up and she's trying to push down against it and she should already start to feel it. Are you starting to feel that already? I can see she's kind of shaking, I'm happy about that. So this time as she's going down, she's going to go down really slowly and then we're going to do tiny steps to the side, imagining, there we go, imagining there's no movement in our body at all and trying to get that glute all the way down in line with our knees. So drop a little bit further for me. There we go. Are you feeling that there? Yeah, awesome stuff. Okay, we're all going to join in. You can join in with us now. Good, relax it. Let's put our bands on our knees. Team.
And let's spread out as well.
Great. Okay, we want knees to be over toes and we're working. What body part are we most working? Our glutes, that's right, because that's where our strength and our control comes from our leg extensions, glutes and abs.
Yeah.
Okay, holding. So the first thing is we tense the arms, we squeeze between the shoulder blades, and we're going to lower down really, really slowly. Sticky squeeze. We don't want to drop. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now check that your glutes are in line with your knees, holding there, making sure we're breathing. We're not arching our backs. We're using our tummies. 2 steps to the right, tiny steps. We go right, 1 together and 2 to left, and a 1 together and 2 together. Good, stand up for a second. Now I want you guys at home to do this with us again, but if you can see a mirror in front of you, I want you to look at the mirror, because the idea of this is to not have our bodies move up and down or side to side. It almost has to look like we've frozen. So right behind here, I want to look like I'm barely moving, okay? And that will start to hurt straight away. Okay, let's try that again. Here we go. Down you go. 2 to the right, 2 to the left, all together. 6, 7, and 1. Nice and slow. And 2, and slow. Other side. 1, and slow. Keep those legs still. 2, again, and right.
Guys.
In,
Keep
and
that
out.
rib
Good, drop
cage
those
in.
butts down more. Come on. 1, and 2, and 2 more. I know. And a 1, and out, and 2, and out. Bottoms down, and 2, and other side. Come on, get those butts in line with your knees. Come on, arch that back. 2, there, and 1, 2, and 1, and 2. Awesome stuff. Stand on up. Great work. We're going to try that again. Can I have the last line, please, staying in? Everyone else scatter off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, staying on. Great. You're going to join us. We're going to go sideways, bending the elbows, staying down. Let's have you two facing in and you two facing in so you get to look at each other when you're in pain and laugh. So they're going to go down and we're going to pulse it, pulse it, pulse it, pulse it. And the idea when they pulse it is that they want to get to the place where they feel their legs start to work. When you do, we're going to squeeze up and then try 4 jumps straight away. I'm so sorry, but also I'm not. I'm enjoying this a lot. Okay, are you too close to each other? Is it a bit hilarious? I like it. Okay, let's do it. Here we go. 4 pulses down and 1, 2, 3. Good. 4 jumps. Here we go. 1. Yes. 2. Yes. And 3. Good. 1 more. And join us. 1, 2. Squeeze those knees. 3. And go. 1. Keep those butts down. 2. Good. 3. And 4. And excellent work to you all. And excellent work to these 4 as well. Great work. Let's go on to our next exercise. Grab some water, please.
So this next exercise is going to be quite challenging on both your abs and a bit of your glutes and your legs. So if you need a second, please regroup and join back in with us. So we've got our bands on our legs. We've left 2 gaps in between our legs. If you've got a different band at home, adjust to the band that you have. So the girls are going to lay down onto their backs and you're going to go into a dish position. So arms are reaching nice and long in front on top of the legs, please. Heels are going to be together and you're going to wrap out the legs into I'm going to call it a Pilates V because I'm a Pilates instructor and I'm going to call it, it's like first position. So the legs are going to come up towards the chest as the girls have demonstrated and you're going to pull the band apart through the thigh bones as much as possible. You're going to extend the legs out back into your dish and the knees are going to squeeze together. And coming up again, squeeze, push out with the knees, heels together, and bringing the legs back out. Good. So we're breathing out as we draw up, squeeze, breathe out, knees open. Good. Try and rip that band apart more there, Jazzy. Yeah, that's it. Good. And then push it back out. Good. And breathing out, lifting up. Good. And breathe in, hold the dish position, hold. Great. From here, we're going to open the legs out into a little star shape, and we're going to draw them back in. Really hard, really hard on the abs. Open it out, open up through the legs, good, and then squeeze it back in. Last one, open it out, and back in, and rest. How do we feel, girls? Challenging, it's really challenging. So again, if you need some water, take a break, reset. We want to try and do 6 of them, 6 of our Pilates V frogs, and then 6 of our star shape back to back. So we're going to keep it consistent. We're going to try and go for 2 rounds. Stay with us as much as you can. We're going to play some music, follow along. Let's get started, shall we? All right, guys, let's go. So legs out, 6 and 6. Breathe in, reset, and let's go. And knees up, 1, and out. Good, keep breathing. 2, and out. Heels together, 3, knees, 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 and out. Good, and 4, just keep the belly rounded. 5, belly rounded, guys, glutes on. 6, hold it out, star shape, and star, and in. Good, and 2, and in. Nice work. 3, keep breathing, and a 4, in, and a 5. Good, we're going to go 6. Take a second to rest. Take a second, bring it up, and we're going to restart. 5, 6, 7, regroup, and frogs, and out. Good, and 2, and out. Keep breathing, and 3, and out, and 4. Nice work. When we're finished, guys, and 5, and out. You're going to show your expressions to the camera, okay? And out, star shape, and open, and in, and open, and in, and 3. Good, you're halfway. And 4, and 5, and 6. Rest.
Yes.
So with our leg extensions, we really, really need to have deep, deep glute strength. So we're going to be working more onto our glute med. How many glutes do we have, guys? 3. Perfect, great, I've trained them well. So there's 3 glutes. And when we're working for anything in rotation, our glute med, which is that main glute at the top here, is the one that's really going to be working to keep the rotation of our leg extensions. So we're going to find a wall like the girls have found here, and they're going to lay onto their sides now for me, please. Now, the point of having the wall is to make sure that our pelvis is directly stacked on top of each other. So their goal here is to get the bottom hip as far back to the wall as much as possible. We're going to start with legs bent. Knees are at a 45-degree angle, roughly about, because the feet are touching onto the wall. Now, the top leg is going to open up and down. Now, as you can see too, Bella's got a band. So the band is optional. You can keep no band, continue with that, girls, lifting up. You continue with no band if you like, or you can have a band. That's totally up to you. And lifting up and down. Great work. Now, I want all of them to focus now on lifting up their waistline up off the floor. So our core is activated. So lifting that top leg up and back down. Great. So this is the first little series, or first exercise, sorry, of our series of exercises that we're going to be doing. So the next exercise is going to be the top leg's going to open up into the clam, and we're going to extend the leg out. Great work there, girls. Keeping the rotation, bottom hip is going to be up against the wall. We're going to focus on lifting that top leg up and down. Now, I want the leg to actually be really parallel, so turn it more parallel there, HD. Yep, perfect. And I want us to lift up to the top of the hip and then lowering it back down, keeping the pelvis nice and stationary. And up and down. Good. And lift and down. Last one. And up, holding that here. Good. Now, I want the leg to lower down slightly so it's in line with the hip. The next exercise is the leg's going to kick forward, maintaining the height of the leg as far forward as you can, girls. Yep, yep, yep. And then kick it back and try and get the heel to touch back to the wall without your pelvis moving, which is quite difficult. And kick it forward and back. How are you feeling there, girls? Good. Yeah. And forward. Our glutes will already be starting to burn. And back, and just rest it here. Well done. Awesome work. We're going to work through that. We're going to do 10 reps of each of those exercises, and then we'll move on to the other side. When we're ready, join on in. We're going to play some music, and I hope you enjoy and get a bit of a glute burn. All right. This exercise is, we said the other exercises were a bit nasty, but this is, I think, the worst.
So I started to say, let's do this, and Zed went, wait a second, let's upscale it to this, and then she went, wait a second, let's make it even harder, and I was just like, keep going, Pilates queen.
Yeah, my brain's just on fire. So
They're going to be on fire.
yeah, they're going to be on fire for sure. So we're going to have our blocks with us now, and what's going to happen is we're going to go into a 4-point kneel, and the block is going to be placed along the back of our lower backs onto our pelvis. So girls, you want to go hop into that. Now teachers or parents at home, they may need a little bit of assistance
we'll go
in order
sideways.
to get them on. And we're going horizontal on the back because the pelvis is that way, not so much
So
that
we
way.
want to try and make sure that we're pulling those hips under so they're trying to match the ribs. That's it.
Yes, and also with their alignment, so with Isla at the moment, her knees are a little bit underneath her. We're going to bring them back a little bit so they're directly in line with the hip joint. That's very important. Toes are tucked under at the back. Now I want them to think of going like up into a handstand and pushing the floor away. They're going to hover their knees up slightly, knee hover up, good, and resting down. So we're exhaling as we're lifting the legs up, knees up, squeeze up, and breathe in, reset. Good, and lifting up. Good, we're about to add some layers to it. So just do this a few more times, get a feel for the body. Lifting up. Good, and down. 2 more.
Great.
And 2.
That's the smallest movements, but you've got to try and feel it as you do it.
Intrinsic muscles. And lift up and hold now, girls. Hold that there for me at home. We're going to lift the front leg, which is the right leg, out to the side like a fire hydrant. Good. Stabilize the pelvis, draw it back in,
Good.
and lower the knees back down. Take a second. And lift it back up, squeeze. Left leg opening out
Good.
and in, and lower back down. Good. Let's go for 2 more sets of that. Great work at home. Let's keep going. And up, knee
I'm
out,
smiling because I can see
in,
really close their expressions. the
and
videos.
down. Great work, girls. And
doing so
lift,
great.
and open,
Good.
and in. Last set. Stay with me. You're doing great. Lifting up, breathe, and open,
Well done. Yes.
and in, and down. Last one. And lift, and out,
Good.
and in, and down. Are we ready for the finale? Oh, the girls here are like, yeah, sure. Shake out your wrist, just give them a bit of a moment. Just be careful of your blocks, just do single hands. Now, we're gonna stay up in a knee hover. Oh, don't hate me, people. We're gonna stay up in a knee hover, and we're gonna go for continuous fire hydrants. We're gonna go for 8 of them. So 4 on each side, and we wanna, again, keep the pelvis nice and still. Block is staying nice and stationary on the back. That's really good feedback for them as dancers, and also you as a teacher or a parent at home, to see if their pelvis is moving and shifting. Yeah, the block will either fall off, or you'll notice that the block is like on its last little thread and it will possibly fall off again. Yeah, so we need to make sure that's staying flat. Are we ready, girls? Yes. All right, let's go. Knee hover up, exhale. Good. Right leg first. And inhale and squeeze.
Yes.
Good. And lift and down. Make sure you focus on your breathing. 3
Squeeze those
and
glutes,
in.
try and make it really
and
strong.
4
Right up.
and in.
That's it.
5.
Take those shoulders right over the hands.
Good. Make sure that their knees
Further
don't
forward,
go
that's
away
it.
from their pelvis.
Good,
6
Keep going. That's great.
and in. Bring your
Good,
knees
pull
in a
those
bit more
hips
there,
in
Isla.
again, a little bit more.
7.
That's it. We're
That's
almost
it. Good.
done.
In.
Great work.
Last one. 8.
Good work.
And carefully lower back down. Let your blocks drop behind you. And rest. Well done. So lower abs, upper body strength, and glutes. A little bit of a full integration, full body integration exercise there.
Oh, I'm so obsessed. Well done to you 3. If you couldn't see their faces and you thought they were doing it easily, from afar it might seem like that. Trust me, they were struggling throughout that, which is really great, what we want to do. If you're finding it easy, chances are you're probably shifting your body all over. So have another little go at it and try and find those muscles. Thank you so much, Coach Zed. They were
all right.
excellent exercises for us. Pinocchio, otherwise known as Georgia, thoroughly enjoyed this exercise when we did it in her private lesson. She's going to help me present this right now with you all, and it is tough. She didn't enjoy it at all. It wasn't fun at all, but it works really good. The idea of this is that you want to keep your hips as still as possible. If you have a friend with you or a teacher with you, they're going to help guide the hips in place and help the leg extension, because you're going to get to a point where you will shake all over the place, and that's when you need someone. If you're doing it on your own, because you can do it on your own as well, all you need to do is think of working it there without the hips coming out to the side. So what we're doing is hands and knees, and one person will have the block not pushing on the hip, but just touching the hip gently to remind it to stay still. And then G's going to take her leg out to the side with a bent leg position. Great. Now, the more she lifts her leg, the more her hips will move. That's the idea of hips. That's okay. We don't want that to happen, though. We're going to try and work against it. Okay, lower that down again. So she'll take it up. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Then we're going to extend to the side. 4, 3, 2, 1. And pulse again. 4, 3, 2, 1. Then she'll go tap to the shoulder-ish. And then back. I say ish because that's kind of where you're aiming to go. And then forward and then back. Okay? Let's do it all together now that you've had a little look, and I'm going to be guiding her through it. Are we ready? And extend. 4, 3, 2. We pulse to the block. 4, 3, 2. We extend to the side. 4, 3, 2. We pulse. 4. Good work. Go to the front, up to the shoulder, and to back. And 2, good, and a back, good, lift the leg, and a 3, great, and back, and a 4, and a back, great. We're going to change legs on that straight away. Shake your arms out if you need to. Take a big breath. And here we go, other side. And we go up. 1, 2, 3, and pulse from the glute. 2, 3, extending. 4, 3, breathing, pulsey. 4, 3, 2, we go. Tap and a tap. If this is our harder side, I get it, but let's keep going. Come on, 3, and there. It will help your good side as well. Bang and a bang. Good, shake it out. We're going to go again, each side. Take a breath, relax. Are we ready? Here we go again, and extend up. 1, 2, 3, and pulsing. 4, 3, 2, extending out. 2, 3, and pulsing, breathing as we do it. Tapping forward, lift and down. Keep those hips still. Lift and down. Good, and slow down. Slow. Good, and a slow. Good, and a slow. Great work. Change to the other leg. We should have started on the weaker leg. I realize that. If you're doing it now, next time you do it, try and start on the weaker leg. Get it over and done with, because here we go. Let's go. Weaker leg always helps the better leg. We love that. And up. 1, 2. Good. And a 1, and 2, and 3. Extending. 4. Lead from the heel. 2, 3. Extending. 1, 2, 3. Good. Over. Forward. And back. And slow. Lift down. Good. Almost there. And a 1. And a down. Great. And a up. And a down. We're finished. How do you feel after that, Panox? Awesome work. Excellent work to you all as well. I would probably pause this right now, take it back, and do it again if you're an excellent student. This is what we're going to do. Ready? Here we go. And down. This leg extension exercise is inspired from a lot of my trips to Japan. I've been lucky enough to be able to visit Japan so many times and teach the amazing talent over there, and also be a guest at some sumo training. And those athletes are mind-blowingly strong. And as dancers, we lose our strength sometimes with our flexibility. So this is where this exercise is derived from. It's not a sumo squat, but you're definitely trying to get those legs really locked into position. So Jazzy here is going to demonstrate this exercise. Let's go through it first, and then we can do it all together. So she's going to try and get her knees and her hips to be in a line together and hold that position. From here, she's holding it really strong to here. We're going to take ourselves over to the side with a flexed foot. So she's over to here. Good stuff. And she's trying to get her knees in line with each other and that foot nice and flexed. Now she's going to take her arms really slow down. And then when she reaches that peak, she's going to slowly straighten that leg up and then point that toe. 3, 2, 1. Good, and lift the eyes up. And then going over to the other side from that position. Let's try to the other side, Jazzy. And we go over. 1, 2, good girl. She's trying to stabilize their knees in line. Good, arms slowly. And leg, 2, good girl. Good, and then we point, 2, love those feet, and up, and then out. Excellent. If you joined her, great. We're going to do it again. And if you didn't join her, now is the time to do it. Shake out your legs for a second. Look at her holding that position like a legend. Are we ready? I'm going to be away from you now. Remember, if you have some unsteady moments, that is the whole point of training. That's okay. Push that heel into the ground. Lock that glute. Use those arm muscles. Are we ready? 5, 6, 7. She goes over. 1, 2, 3, 4. Extend. 2, 3, 4. And point. 2, 3, 4, lift up and over. Great. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3. Good. Squeeze that leg. 4, 2. You got it. 3, 4. And up and over. Excellent work. Shake out those legs. Wonderful. Can you just do this for me, Jazzy? Go from plie to up to the side. Plie and up. We're going to try and match that position on its side with bent knees first. Okay, so we go 1 and over. Good girl. And other side. 2 and over. Great work. And 3 and over. Good girl. And 4 and over. Good. Shake out your legs. Same thing. This time we're going over bent legs, and you're going to go straight to a straight leg kick position. But we're trying to go kick with a hold, okay, because that's super hard. Move back a little bit for me here. Good stuff. Here we go. And 1 and whoop. Good girl. And 2. We're going to squeeze those glutes and up. Make sure you're squeezing your knees, everyone. Down and a squeeze and a down and a squeeze. Wonderful work. Good girl. Give me a high five for that one. Excellent work. Jazzy, we're just going to do one more exercise. Just one more. Just one more exercise, Jazzy. Just one more exercise, Jazzy. One more. This leg extension exercise is a goal-setting exercise, so you'll need something on the ground that you know you're going to be able to change the levels on. So the first level will be up, the second level will be here, and the third level will be flat, and the fourth level will be all the way flat to the ground. As you lift the legs up, we want to go in stages and nice and slow to make it really hard. We're going to have our arm up at a diagonal, at a easy reachable stage. You don't want to be too high to start with. You don't also want to be too low. We're going to lift the leg up really slowly, 2, 3, and your goal is to get the leg to travel up without you having to reach down for it. And then from there, we want to try and level those legs in line with each other, so foot to foot. Then your aim is to go over to touch the block, and this is the most important part. You want to be able to go lift up and then come out of it. So these guys are going to give it a try. And it's super hard as well, so it doesn't matter if there's a little wobble or a little mistake because we're in training mode here. Okay, nice pointed feet. Ready? 6, 7, we go. Lift, 2, 3, connect, and up, level feet. We go over 1, 2, 3, tap and lift, recover, and out and down. Very nice.
Sorry, that was very nice.
That was very nice. You all did it very well. We're going to try it again and yeah, see if we can go even more extended with the body so we're not crushing down, we're coming over. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. We go legs, 2, 3, connect and over, line to the ground. 1, 2, 3, and tap and lift and over and finish it out. You can tell they have been training so hard, the strength. I'm just going to say, congratulations to you all. You've been doing so great in the last few months especially. Okay, it's time now for us to work on the other side.
All right, let's get ready for the left. And arms out for me, girls. 5, 6, 7, lifting the leg. 2, 3, hand on. And feet in line. 2, 3, 4, leaning over. 2, 3, 4, lifting up, tall, and lift, and down. Well done. Great work. Let's go again. And 5, 6, 7, up with the leg. 2, 3, hand on. Good. Match the feet. 2, 3, 4, lean over. 2, that's okay. 3, 4, and lift, tall, tall, strong, supporting legs. Up, 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 up. Great work. Let's go one more time.
Yeah.
And 5, 6, great work. 7, 8, and lift. 2, 3, 4, and match the feet. 2, 3, 4, strong supporting leg as you lean over. Good, cores on and lift and down.
Very good.
Very good.
Thank you for joining us for our online module, leg extensions.
33, we'll see you next time.
Thank you so much for joining us for the Radar Technique online module 33, leg extensions. Thank you so much to the incredible cast for their hard work and talent, and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Rebecca Davies.
I'm Coach Zuzu.
See you somewhere around the world
Real soon.
Bye.
Okay. You ain't on my level, then shoot. I can't die. 같은 질투도 높이 올라와. 공기도 달라. So high, I don't see you. You talking this. Yeah, I kill it. mean I spit like a villain. Ra-ta-ta, ay.
It's getting boring. No momentum. I'm a